Good morning, YouTubers. Welcome back. It's Friday, and I am here, and I am giving you a little bit of information about mullein. Now, this is a herb that, or I should say plant, that a friend of mine just recently introduced me to, and she lives like, states away from me. I won't give any of her information out here, but she's the one who introduced me to this plant. So I did a little researching, a little studying, a little watching, keeping my eyeballs peeled, and I realized that it was native to Indiana too. So I had a few plants nearby, and I think I picked maybe 4 of them. And mind you, they're not small plants, they're rather big, because mullein can get from 8 to 10 foot high if it's left to, grow to its full height. So, I'm going to give you a little introduction. I'm going to tell you about the history and folklore. I'm going to tell you the metaphysical, magical uses that it has. And also, I guess what you would call like folk medicine or homemade remedies or natural remedy or whatever. But I'm going to say this multiple times within this video. Please consult your doctor before trying this. I am not a doctor, so therefore you do this at your own risk, but I am not to be held responsible if you do, because I'm not a doctor. So please consult your doctor before doing anything of this type nature. So let's get started. Yes, I did take notes. I took multiple pages of notes. And so I'm going to tell you a little bit about mullein. Now, it looks like some people pronounce it mullein, some people pronounce it mullein. But mullein was introduced in the 1700s to the United States, and it was used to poison fish in Virginia. I did not know that. Some sources say that it was a plant Ulysses used to protect himself from Circe's bewitchment, which she apparently brought about using an enchantment's nightshade. The leaf, the mullein leaf, I don't know if you could really see on camera here, but it's kind of fuzzy. I don't think it's really gonna, you can barely see the fuzziness, just barely, but it's really fuzzy, and it will make you itch. So, one thing, if you decide to go harvest your own mullein, I would strongly suggest you wear gloves, long sleeve shirt, long sleeve pants, because it's related and in the nettle family. So the little fuzzy things that I was trying to show you on camera, the little fuzzy hairs will make you itch. So use that as a precaution. If you're going to use mullein as a tincture, you always want to make sure that you strain it before you ingest it because of the little hairs. And never smoke mullein without a filter. And once again, do consult your physician before trying any of this, because I am not a doctor, and if you do it at your own risk. Mullein has many names. It's been called Hag's Taper, Our Lady's Flannel, Wild Ice Leaf. Let me see here. In medicine, it clears congestion, soothes mucous membranes, eases coughs and sore throats of the respiratory tract, relieves asthma, bronchitis, dry unproductive coughs, digestive issues, kidney problems, athlete's foot. You can make it into an oil, and you use the mullein leaves. You cut the leaves off the stem, and kind of like you're gonna make a poultice, like crunch it up like you're gonna do a poultice, and you mix it up with, let me see here, you mix it up with garlic and St. John's wort, and I guess you infuse it for a couple weeks, and you can add olive oil to that, and you use it for earache. You could drink it as a tea as well. Again, make sure you strain it well before ingesting it because of the little hairs. But you can drink it as a tea for bronchitis, or you can make it into tincture. Again, strain the hairs from your tincture before ingesting it. But you use vodka as your base of your tincture, I guess, and you clean the leaves. You want to, like, you know, pat them dry with paper towels, and then put those puppies into a jar and soak them in vodka for a while, and that makes like a tincture for congestion. Also, you can dry it out and smoke it to break up the congestion in your lungs. Again, please consult your doctor before trying this, because I am not a doctor, so you're doing this all at your own risk. Now, Metaphysically, mullein, it represents focus and grounding. Mullein brings balance to the yin and yang energies that may have gotten just disjointed. The planetary association is Saturn, the element's fire, the gender is feminine, and the deity is Hecate. Numerology, it's related to the number 5. When you remove the leaves, you could dip the stalks in beeswax and use them as a ritual candle. In Indian lore, mullein is a safeguard against evil spirits and magic. In powder form, it became used in spells to call for graveyard dirt. Now, I'm going to say this right now, because I see it repeatedly said throughout other channels. This is your frickin' magic. You make it your own, and ain't nobody can tell you you can't do otherwise. If you do not feel comfortable using graveyard dirt, you could use this as a substitute. Again, it's your magic. You do it the way you want to, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. If they don't like it, they can cram it. You know, to each their own. This is your path, not anybody else's. Now, I'm not saying that I use it for graveyard dirt. I'm just saying what I've found, and you could look it up yourself and do your own research on it. But this is what I've learned. So you can substitute it for graveyard dirt if you're one of those people that are not comfortable getting graveyard dirt. It belongs to the crossroads to Saturn and the underworld. It's Hecate's torch and Lucifer's staff. These are things that it's been called. It's a key and a door. It also resembles a staff or a torch, the tip with bright yellow flowers. You can make yellow ink from the yellow flowers. You can steep it with turmeric, saffron, vodka, frankincense, and pine resin, and you could use it, as ink. And it can be used in prosperity spells, drawing prosperity sigils, sigils for sun, sigils for wealth, sigils for success, strength. You can use the leaves to make homemade candle wicks. So, soak them in beeswax. Mullein is used for manifestations of spirits to see into the underworld. It can be used for divination, dream work, or a combination of both. Mullein leaves, you can put mullein leaves underneath your pillow to prevent nightmares. You can place them in your shoes to drive away enemies. Another thing I forgot to tell you, and when looking for them, mullein can grow 8 to 10 foot tall, which I've already said. They are an invasive plant, and they're usually found along the edges of fields near ditches. I found mine on the edge of a soybean field, a wheat field, and along the ditch of a field that I had this year. Obviously, they didn't plant any plants or whatever in this field, so that's where I got it from, and it was near home. So, and I did all the proper things to harvest and give back to the earth for taking it from that spot. You can usually try to replace the dirt where you take it from and pour water on that area as a libation, a thank you for letting me take this. Now, I'm not sure of exact spells, but I wanted to say that mullein is like a multi-purpose type plant. You can do many things with it. I just wanted to show you what the leaves look like once they dry up. I will try to put a picture in, that way you guys see what mullein looks like fresh. I've also read that you could use mullein like you would a smudge stick, and that's just what I did with this here. I made my own smudge stick. You could use the roots of mullein plant and like hoodoo or voodoo root work. There's that. Whoa, sorry. Got a little too close there. I've turned this into a powder form, but you can make it into a powder form. So you can use it to replace graveyard dirt. They say one of the, I think it was, let me get the name of the website, because I did want to share one website. redrootmountain.com has a lot of info about plants and stuff like that. If you would like to read more, that is one place that I went to. I got a little bit from them, but most of what I got was through Google search on mullein. But so that's what I wanted to let you know. I use it for the different things that I've done. Thank you, dear friend. She knows who she is, for introducing me to that. I'm not sure what my next video will be, but I'm pretty sure I'll probably post pictures maybe and just like give sneak peeks maybe. I hope to be back to doing videos on a regular soon. It's really all I got today was the kids' first day of school, so yippee for me. But, so yeah, this is the beautiful, magical uses of mullein. And that's about all I got for today. So I hope y'all enjoyed this. Please subscribe, like if you like this. And I hope to see you all soon. Until next time, many blessings.